depending on where you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome. And welcome back to my returning subscribers. I'm sorry I had to close the window. It's a little chilly there. All right. So when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie, or if you're watching it after it's already streamed, give me a Fonzie. Double tap the screen, or just simply hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading is resonating with you. If you are not yet subscribed to this channel, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I go live or when I post videos. All right. So this video is for the star sign of Pisces. We are tapping into North Node energies. I am Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. I have them on both sides here to protect us and let us know what chakra needs healing, what chakra you need to work on for your transformation. All right. So we are definitely pulling in the angels, and we're pulling in ancestor messages. All right. So if you don't know what your North Node sign is, do your natal chart. Put in your time you're born, the day you were born, and where you were born. You will find out what sign is in your North Node. If you do not resonate with your star sign in this video, go check out your North Node sign. You will more than likely resonate with that message. However, I am opening it up to the star sign of each individual sign. All right. So this is for Pisces. And we're talking about your spiritual journey, your North Node, your transformation. All right. So let's start off with the ancestor message. What message? Oh my, there's a lot of them. Oh my, there's definitely a lot. So the number 6 can be important. Oh, wait a minute. No, 6. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 cards here, and they all landed face down. So the number 6 could be importance. I'm not pulling all 6 of those cards. That's just too much. All right. Can I have one card, please? And thank you, ancestors, for the star sign of Pisces. Well, they gave me not 6 this time, but 3, and they landed face up. So Pisces, here we go. Happiness. So I do feel there is some sort of a wavy emotion happening within you when it comes to you and another person. I feel like this sign is illuminating some sort of a partnership. The dolphins could be significant when it comes to a relationship. So you may have a dolphin spirit around you. Maybe you like dolphins. So you definitely need to trust the process here. See how calm this water is. Look how emotional this water is. So you could be getting some sort of wave of emotion. And that's the truth. So we have adventures. So you definitely need to be in the flow of something. Illumination. So there's definitely some sort of illumination happening here. Some sort of mirroring happen here. And embracing. So you're being asked to embrace the shadow side. It's like you are either in one extreme or the other here. And that's what your ancestors are bringing to your attention. You need to embrace a more calmer emotional state. Be more in the flow of divine timing, be in the flow of your journey, because you are mirroring to a particular person here. You are mirroring to a particular person here of this. And I feel like because this card talks about it's either a flooded with emotions or it's dry, barren. I feel like it's floated or floated. So something about floating. It is a flood of emotions, and it could be overwhelming some you are meant to be with. All right. So that is what I see. So let's go ahead and read the adventure card for Pisces. So please hit that thumbs up, viewer. If you're a hater, thank you for watching. So adventures, number 5. So you definitely need to change something because fives talk about changes. Symbolically, water usually relates to emotions. Moving water is moving and fluid emotions. It represents letting go and release. Water also represents spirituality, and moving water can represent spiritual rejuvenation, regeneration, and renewal. So it represents letting go and releasing to some sort of a change when it comes to your highs and your lows, or taking some sort of an emotional experience to an extreme, right? Either feeling overwhelmed or feeling dry when it comes to emotion, feeling like you don't have any emotions, right? Water falling from a great height, such as a lofty waterfall, intensifies every meaning of water. The power of moving water doesn't allow life to be stagnant, right? That's what this embracing energy is: stagnant water, stagnancy, being barren. It activates new experiences and adventures. So, what your answer wants you to know is something exciting is around the corner. You're entering a new frontier filled with expansive energy. Begin to look at your world in new and different ways. Something that you thought was mundane or someone who you may have overlooked will open the door to new opportunities and a bigger and bolder way of living. Somebody that you have overlooked, right there, Pisces, that could make you happy. This would be somebody you could trust, right? Definitely mirroring here. Mirroring. So you're being asked to remain calm. See that water, how it's still? Remain calm. Trust the flow of something. Begin to look at your world in new different ways. Okay. Be willing to see the world around you in ways. Don't be lulled into complacency. This card appears when you're ready to remove your blinders and take action so life doesn't become stagnant or lackluster. It also signifies an incredible spiritual attunement and spiritual voyages. So for some of you, you may be going on a spiritual trip where you are going to get attuned, or um, Reiki attunes you. It attunes your chakras. So you could be getting some sort of an attunement when it comes to your chakra system, and it's going to help to remove some sort of a blinder when it comes to a shadow, something that you could be hanging onto in your sacral chakra. All right. So you need to be willing to embrace this change and let go and release any dark emotions, any muddy emotions, cloudiness. All right. So you could be seeing some signs too. All right. So mist rising on an alpine lake. As sun rises over the far mountains, mist begins to curl upward, illuminated by the golden rays of morning light. In many traditions, mist symbolizes what is called the mystic veil. Mystic veil. So mist represents your spirituality. Could be going through some sort of a spiritual upgrade here, where you're able to pierce some sort of a veil, see through something, maybe connect to your spirit guides, which represents an entrance point into the unseen realms. Yeah. Ancient in native cultures, mists are associated with mystical and magical inner dimensions. Mist in the mountain represents higher states of consciousness. So, Pisces, you're about to go on a spiritual trip where you're going to get attuned to a higher state of consciousness, where you're going to start trusting your intuition, trusting your psychic sight, right? So your ancestors want you to know the upward spiraling mist rising in the mountains suggests that those in the realm of spirit, your spirit protectors, ancestors, and guardians, are close at hand, assisting you on your upward journey of illumination. You're protected. They are protecting and supporting you. Your spiritual life is expanding to leaps and bounds, even if you can't see what's ahead. Whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're already in node. Okay. Um, and I feel like transformation is part of your being attuned to a higher state of consciousness where you are connecting more with your spiritual protectors, your ancestors, your guardians, your angels, where your spiritual life is like you're learning to walk and trust where you're going, right? Um, Even if you can't see what's ahead, spirit is close at hand. If you draw this card, trust your heart and what you feel more than what you see and what you think, and you will be guided in a wondrous direction. This is beautiful. All right. This is for my high vibrational Pisces, by the way, not my narcissistic Pisces. I'm just going to throw that out there because I see a viewer, but she doesn't want to give a thumbs up, or a viewer, he or she. All right. 1144 could be significant. Floodplains. A floodplain is naturally occurring phenomenon in which land adjacent to a river flood out too far banks of the surrounding land during times of high water. Land that is normally dry may be underwater for a period of time. When this occurs, silt, sand, and nutrients are deposited. So there is some sort of evolution that is taking place here, some sort of attunement that is taking place here. So you may be feeling, maybe you're feeling under the weather, or maybe you're feeling a little, uh, the moon, high tides is significant. We got the blue moon coming at the end of the month. For this reason, floodplains are often areas of great fertility as well as rich ecosystems. There are excellent areas of lush, abundant crops. It is a natural occurrence that allows life in all areas to thrive. So you are about to go on an adventure that is going to attune you to spiritual evolution, right? You're evolving on a spiritual level where your area, every areas of your life is about to thrive. Every areas of your life is going to bring a very opportunity where you're going to be more in the flow. You're going to be more in your spiritual essence. All right. So what your ancestors want you to know is sometimes life overflows with emotions, which can feel uncomfortable. So, this could be a bit uncomfortable for somebody. However, the ensuing result of discomfort will be a great value, perhaps arising from an unseen or unknown source. Yeah, so you're walking into the unknown and you are learning to trust that you are divinely protected. You are learning to trust that you're being divinely guided. You are learning to trust that your intuition more. All right. When you get this card when emotions are seemingly flowing or not flowing at all. Right. That's that waterfall. Cherish the overflow of emotions and embrace the times that seem murky, for your inner floodplains are being punished as a result. There will be great spiritual and physical expansion. Embrace all of your emotions, and when you do, greater prosperity and fertility will flow into your life. Alternatively, if your emotions have been blocked, this is the time to explore and experience them. Okay, 1541, 1144, those could be all significant. So, what chakras are we working with? I feel one is the sacral. So, what chakras, ancestors, divine matrix, 444. I seen 1144, 1441. You can't make this stuff up. All right. And then awakening genius. I'm telling you, you're going through another awakening here, Pisces. Another awakening. And I feel like whoever you are, look, 29, 4411 is significant, or 1144. You are breaking free of the divine matrix. You are spiritually evolving where you are no longer, I feel for some of you, you're breaking out of the 3D. You're breaking out of the 3D essence. Look at all the colors on this card. See the chakra colors? Right? Look at all those colors. Whoever talked to your very old soul. This is also an ancestor. See the picture? I feel like this is an ancestor, maybe somebody that you've never met who is watching over you, who is guiding you through this awakening, through this evolution, who is protecting you. And I feel like they're sending you a lot of kisses. You could be seeing roses. Is on your side. Rose, this person's name could be Rose, or you could be, um, yeah, you're awakening to your power. Your solar plexus is also awakening. You're going through, your power is being restored in your solar plexus because you may have had somebody who was siphoning it. And they were very happy that they were doing that because they were siphoning your energy by triggering you, bringing you these waves of emotions, and then at times making you feel dry and barren, right? Wanting you to not trust your intuition, wanting you to not trust that you're being divinely guided and protected. Um, so let's do it 4411. Let's see what it means. Pisces. Okay, 4411 is a powerful message urging you to balance hard work with intuition. It combines the structured foundation building energy of the number 4 with the master number 11, signifies fresh starts, spiritual awakening. What did I say? Spiritual awakening and trusting your inner voice. The universe is nudging you to build a solid base, put in necessary effort and discipline to create stability in your career, finances, and relationships. Rely on your inner guidance. The 11 energy represents spiritual awakening, encouraging you to step confidently into new opportunities. Recognize when the planning phase is complete. It is time to initiate. You're going through a spiritual evolution and initiation here. New ideas rather than overthinking or delaying. Beautiful, Pisces. So 44 divine matrix, crown chakra. Spiritual ego transcendence, liberation, God consciousness, understanding, and wisdom. The spirit realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of the tapestry, weaving our dreams, info into the fabric of reality, synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities come together? I see 144, 1144, and now we got 4411 coming through. These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spectrum of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible on the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, the divine matrix. Even that which you have not observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum. You are not you are wait a minute. You do not live in a vacuum. So you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely if you allow them to, but as your thread, your luminous light force, your courageous dream is part of the tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of the patterns you are weaving. Isn't it amazing to know that you have such power inherent in you just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix when you come across video, or even today if you're watching it live. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? So Spirit is telling you, get ready for this new adventure. Get ready for this evolution. Get ready, because you're about to be attuned, and all of your power is coming back to you. So there could be a portal. Talking about that portal, the blue moon portal, happening on May 31st could be very significant. The 31st is a 4. So yeah, that's what I feel here. So let's go ahead and move on to this next card. Number 29. Which is throat chakra. Communication, creativity, listening, being heard, writing ideas, sharing in vibration. Throat chakra. So you have an ancestor who is protecting your throat chakra. Crown chakra and throat chakra. I think that's what that was. Crown chakra. Crown chakra and throat chakra. The spirit of creative expression, bringing forth new information, birthing, knowing your ideas matter. The ancient Greeks believed that each person had a specific genius that acted like a spirit guide, inspiring you with new ideas to further your evolution as an individual as well as evolution of humanity. So that is what you're here to do. You are going through this spiritual evolution so that you can help evolve humanity. This is North Node energy. So if you have Pisces in your North Node, this message is for you. You are here. You are about to go on an adventure to get attuned so that you can attune humanity with your voice. Your voice. And you have your ancestors, your spirit guides, your divine protectors, Archangel Michael. You are being highly protected. You are divinely protected for a reason. You could say that genius is a spirit of creative expression, and when you tune into it, amazing things happen. When your genius awakens, you realize you do not have to do everything yourself. You have an inspired, dedicated, wise helper on your side. How about that? Hmm? Today, can you imagine cultivating a playful relationship with this extraordinary spirit? If you can, you'll recognize that you don't have to solve every problem with only the knowledge, memories, experiences you already have accrued. Your intellect, in this case, serves as a channel for a spirit of genius, and it can filter in new information. How you forge this connection is to get out of your own way and simply allow it to work through you. The waterfall. The waterfall. The word genius comes from Latin, I don't know how to pronounce it, meaning to bring forth or birth. You're going through a rebirth. This talks about your transformation. For those of you who are resonating with this, your North Node, you have learned a lot of lessons here. You've been through many awakenings. Through these many awakenings and these many lessons that you've experienced has helped you to evolve. It has helped you to change. You are at this moment about to give birth to a new mode of expression, and a powerful one at that. Commit to partnering with your genius, and the only deep satisfaction and successful result. Today is a day when your inspired ideas matter. Wow. For me, I know what this means, but for those of you out there, luck is on your side. Luck is on your side. So you need to ground your energy because you're getting a kiss from this spirit guide, this ancestor. This person's name Rose, who is restoring your divine authority. You're awakening to the power of your thoughts, to the power of your words. Your power is being restored here. One of the ways to do it is to use your voice to do some breathing work. All right. All righty. Divine Matrix, what's the wisdom this crown chakra wants to give? Prayer. So your prayers have been heard, and you've taken a sour situation and made it sweet. So you've been praying for this. If you've been praying for your the return of your power, it's coming. It's coming. Yep. Crown chakra. You trust your instincts. Because I feel like right now, um, see, this card talks about this person. Oh, I gotta walk through this deadly swamp, right? I gotta get this deadly swamp to, I in this your inner child is coming out and saying, hello, listen, genius. Your path is clear. Your path is clear. You don't have to walk through this deadly swamp. Your prayers have been heard. Trust your instincts. Trust what you know, right? You could have had a two-faced individual who was projecting upon you, right? Playing the victim, trying to block your heart chakra because maybe they didn't want to accept the fact of who you are. Your prayers have been heard. Awakening genius, the throat chakra, please and thank you. What wisdom do you need to know with this awakening genius chakra card? Look, bittersweet. Throat chakra. So you definitely have somebody who's very bitter. Somebody who may, you know, that's that lemon energy, right? The lemon energy. Lemon is very sour, very bitter. Again, a two-faced individual. Yep, look, I'm telling you, a two-faced individual. Inquiry angel thoughts are inspired by the angels in lemon yellow, and that's the crown chakra, right? An original thought inspired by the angels. Cut through and face the truth and surrender to a higher calling. There's collaboration here and a willingness to change one's mind. Try letting go of control. So you had somebody who was two-faced that was trying to control something here. somebody that maybe you have worked with, trying to get you to see something that was not true. Somebody who wanted you to see, wanted you to walk through this deadly swamp, right? When actually the road was very clear. This person was very manipulative with their words. Very manipulative. You are. You're probably the one who's bouncing in and out of the video. And this person did not want you to trust your instincts. They were trying to play manipulative games with you. Your prayers have been answered. Your prayers have been answered, Pisces. That's the first thing you need to know. That's somebody who is two-faced, who is very bitter, very sour. Somebody who could have been going around, right, spreading a lot of lies, a lot of rumors. An old man sits on his porch with his grandson, sipping lemonade and reminiscing. He'd wanted to be a traveling preacher. He'd been all set to leave home, but his father reminded him to pray for guidance. That very night his father died, and the man realized that Spirit was telling him to stay. Now his grandson appreciates the lemonade, and the old man smiles. He never regretted staying on the farm. Look, see, this person is very aged, very wise. So you definitely have somebody watching. It could be a grandfather spirit. Cool lemonade is a reminder that there is always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back to your true calling. And I feel like that is what happened. There's a two-faced individual who met their quest to sidestep you. Two-faced individual whose plan was to sidestep you, to try to unalive you, try to end your throat chakra. That was their quest. They didn't want you to see your way forward on your true calling, on your path. This is somebody who triggered you and they turn around to play the victim to attack your throat chakra. They knew what they were doing. They knew it. This is somebody who more than likely accessed your Akashic records and knew what you were meant to do before you knew what you were meant to do. I just seen 3344. And my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer. How can I live in active prayer? All prayers are answered, following where life leads, being of service, fulfillment, clarity, destiny, and authenticity. So somebody's prayers have been heard, and they're about to get back on track, right? They're about to get back on track with their destiny, with their journey, because they have a very high calling here on earth. Somebody could have tried to attack somebody's throat chakra because somebody's throat chakra is very important here. By living out of the darkness, triggering somebody. Okay. Bittersweet. I see it bouncing in and out. Are you the one? Yeah, that's what I thought. There is an inner strength here helping you to rise above circumstances and do the right thing. It is time to set aside your personal agenda for the good of the group. The person you are becoming is capable of more than you imagine. So you have to rise above a particular circumstance and do the right thing, Pisces. You have to do the right thing. We celebrate in the midst of the grief. The celebration has been planned for the birthday child. We cannot tell the child that our hearts are not joyous. And merriment rules in our home this day, so does sorrow that a child cannot see. God bless you, departed friend. God bless your birthday child. So you have a ancestor male individual who is blessing you, possibly on your birthday. The passing of all things is inevitable. Whatever is happening may require release. This card could also represent unexpected news. So somebody unexpectedly could be wanting to do the right thing, but it's for all the wrong reasons. It's because bitter. Somebody left a bitter taste in their mouth. They may want to come in and offer some sort of sweetness, but that cake is sour. It's spoiled. Parents often make decisions not supported by their children. Can I see the strength in the choices of others? Hidden blessings, celebration tempered by sadness, right? Protecting someone, ability to honor others, and new horizons. So somebody has to grow the hell up. And I'm not talking to my high vibrational Pisces. I'm talking to my low vibrational Pisces here. Somebody has to grow the hell up. Do the right thing for the right reasons. Somebody could be very immature here. Somebody has a bitter taste in their mouth, but they want to come in and pretend they're doing the right thing. But this is a glass of lemonade that has no sugar. For my high vibe in Pisces, a prayer is being answered, your power is being restored, and you got somebody who is very upset. They thought they were smarter than you. Somebody who was two-faced on your journey. Somebody who possibly even tried to unalive you. They thought their plan was, they could have tried to spoil your food, right? Your food. In my case, it was apples. Yeah. All right. So prayer, divine matrix. Yep. The tower coming. That's solar plexus energy. See? Try to attach a demon. So I do feel some of these prayers being answered. I feel like whatever was draining somebody's energy is being sent back. And now somebody is very bitter because they're going to be left to clean up their own damn mess. Um, this is somebody who's very immature, right? Somebody who's stuck in the matrix of life. Somebody that you possibly trusted. Awakening genius. Oh, look, 5 of Wands. Somebody who wanted to fight. Somebody looking for a fight. Somebody who's in a power struggle. Throat chakra. So there was like a verbal fight here. Two people come up against each other. And now somebody wants to do the right and come in and offer this cake, but it's spoiled. It's bitter. So a fight could have left a bitter taste in somebody's mouth, but they thought it was the perfect plan. Somebody's birthday, May 17th, could be significant. All right, awakening genius and bittersweet. Yep, that Empress. So somebody tried to ruin somebody's reputation. The Chariot, 10 of Wands, absolutely tried to ruin somebody's reputation. Absolutely. This is somebody who's very promiscuous, somebody who likes to spread it around, right? Could have come into somebody's dreams. This is somebody that you walked away from that was very bitter. Um, I absolutely do feel like somebody was trying to unalive somebody. I'm seeing 777. The tower is a 7. 777. Somebody is very bitter because somebody walked away here, and now they are traveling towards their success. They are traveling towards evolving. Somebody's journey here is high calling where um, they are here to break the divide out of this illusion within the matrix. The death card in reverse, somebody is very egotistical, somebody who thinks that they are a genius, right? Could be a Scorpio. Scorpio, Cancer, could have worked together. The Empress in reverse is somebody who works out of their shadow side, somebody who lacks empathy, somebody who lacks compassion, somebody blocked off in the heart space, somebody who's having heart issues. Somebody who is always a people pleaser, right? With the Empress in reverse. Somebody who's always trying to please the people around them. Somebody who's definitely promiscuous. Somebody who don't want to let go of that bitter taste in their mouth. Somebody who is looking for a fight. It's always somebody who, you know, verbally manipulates, right? Tries to trigger people with their words, that bittersweet energy. This is a classic case of um, cruel words, saying a phrase, but it's a phrase that's cruelty. What is that? Oh, your child's overweight. Yeah, they may be, but it's a sense of cruelty. That's what I'm feeling from this person. The Scorpio card talks about sex too. The Seven of Cups in reverse talk about breaking out of that illusion and making a decision. So somebody broke out of an illusion here and decided not to take somebody. They broke out of this illusion and they're looking into all the cups that they had in front of them, and they made a decision not to choose any of the cups but to walk away from them. The Eight of Cups in the upright position talks about walking away. This person wanted somebody to walk away from their spiritual journey. Because why? It's like they were bitter. They made some sort of a plan here. For my Bob in Pisces, I feel like you definitely have been praying to your ancestors. And I feel like they're coming in and saying, listen, you're on the road towards success. You made the right choice by walking away from this person. Because this person is definitely operating out of their demon side. They're about to get knocked off their pedestal because divine stepping in and knocking this person off of their pedestal. And now they may want to come in with this bitter taste in their mouth, looking for a fight, trying to pick a fight with somebody, wanting to throw hands. Who do you think you are, right? Somebody who thinks they're somebody. This is somebody who had sex in a car. Somebody who had sex in a car. Then possibly sent death magic. That's the truth. That's the truth. Trying to keep somebody confused. What did I say about the magic? Queen of Cups. This talks about somebody who abused their psychic abilities. Spread a lot of lies with the Magician in reverse. Spread a lot of lies. False light. Come on, somebody who was carrying compassion, but they weren't. This is somebody who studied, learned everything they could. Somebody's journey, what they're meant to do, right? Try to cast an illusion over them, but what was hidden behind that moon is being brought to the light about the people who work together, made the decision to work against somebody. Look at the energy ball. Magic. Somebody's magic backfired. Somebody's sex magic backfired. hmm I feel like this is Archangel Michael coming in and cutting cords. We have the Three of Swords. Somebody who's in this energy of despair, very bitter, very unhealed, still carries wounds in their sacral chakra, which is very confusing because it's like they don't want to do this shadow work. They'd rather turn their back to it. Give me the five. Why's the tower in reverse, please, and thank you. Why's the tower in reverse? Five of Cups. I'm telling you, 55. The Five of Cups in reverse talks about playing the victim, right? But it also talks about healing. This person may want to come in and lay it off, like come in and offer something sweet. I'm sorry, right? But their hidden agenda is to reverse psychology to fight when they really want to fight, right? This is a two-faced individual who's getting knocked off of their pedestal because somebody's prayers have been answered. And now somebody may be in this energy of right, I regret shaming you. I regret trying to ruin your reputation. I regret doing sex magic in your parking lot. I regret trying to kill you. I love you. Why is the Five of Cups in Three of Cups? Three people. Somebody has an addiction here. 355 is significant. Four of Cups. The Four of Cups in reverse talks about being lifted up out of this apathy and gaining their power back. This is somebody who is taking their power back from a situation. Somebody who stands in their power. This is also somebody who's very arrogant and self-centered. Could be a Leo. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. But this is somebody who's an emotional manipulator, somebody who's a verbal and emotional manipulator, somebody who's a master manipulator, who work with other people. They have an addiction. They're addicted to siphoning people's energy, creating drama and siphoning somebody's energy. Somebody needs to go watch one of the fire videos. I think it was Scorpio, either Libra or Scorpio's video. Somebody has some sort of an addiction, drugs, alcohol, sex. And this talks about somebody who casted that spell, the manipulator here, doing sex magic. I also feel too, because we got crown here and it's clarifying divine matrix. Somebody is definitely calling back their power. Their power is coming back to them. They're going to sit on our throne. They have, this person is of spiritual authority. Wands represents energy and intention. So their intention was to, their intention is to cause a fight with their words. Their intention was to trigger somebody. And I feel like it's this person who had sex in the car. We have the Ten of Wands, which talks about sex. It's about a sexual addiction, like always trying to please other people, with the Empress in reverse, right? Always trying to please somebody on a sexual level, especially with the Scorpio card in reverse, or Scorpio card here. Death card in reverse, a secret. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Full card. So there is, this person's agenda or intention was to knock you off your path. That's what their intention was to knock you off your path. Their intention was to ruin your reputation, so that you would be knocked off your path, so that you wouldn't go on this, so that you wouldn't be awakened to who you are. They wanted you to feel, they wanted you to feel alienated. So they intentionally picked a fight so that they could attack you. Because why? Because you walked away from them. You left their ass behind. So what did they do? Come into your dreams, trolled into your dreams to try to unalive you. They had a God complex, and now they're about to be knocked off of that. Because what they don't realize is who, somebody that they were attacking has a direct connection with the divine, right? And because of that, now somebody is getting a brand new start. Their new adventure is coming. Their mission here on earth is to ground other people, right? Heal more and awaken the humanity, to help humanity evolve from the 3D to the 5D. But somebody is resisting to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to change. They don't want to address that shadow side. They'd rather stay in that woe is me, right? In this bitter attitude, but come off as all nice and sweet. Clarify the death card in reverse. Somebody is very egotistical, self-centered. Clarify the death card in reverse. A ton of coins. Could be your own family. The Ten of Coins in the upright position talks about you, Pisces, are moving forward into your success. You're going to make a lot of money here. You are definitely going to make a lot of money, right? They could be using pictures, trying to steal your treasure, right? But the Ten of Coins talks about long term success. It talks about making enough money where you can save it, right? And retire. So you are definitely moving towards success. Who I'm talking to? Your treasure chest is open. You are definitely in your north node. You've learned a lot of things. A lot of things. You've learned a lot of hard lessons, but you also have learned a lot of things about yourself now. So I feel like whoever I'm talking to, the next 4 months is going to be significant. This is May. So by September, Gemini season could be significant. And you got a very bitter individual who knows they have to come in and do something right. They know that they have to do this and they don't like it. They don't like it. They have to give something back. And they are also going through a major awakening as well. That's what this tower is, a shocking revelation. Knowing that they got to change something, but they're resisting it. So the divine is going to step in and knock them off of that pedestal, that high horse that they think they're on, for doing what they did to somebody who has a very high calling, somebody who's highly protected. Mm-hmm. Pisces, you're my last reading, so we're gonna play with some cards. All right, what else would you like Pisces to know? Yep, Two of Wands. Two people who share the same vision, a choice. You got a choice to make. So you could be collaborating with somebody, you could be getting ready to collaborate with somebody, but this is also somebody who planned. Their intention was to get together with you, right? That was their intention. Their intention was to get together with you, even though they were not good, right? They did not have your best intentions for you, but their plan was to work with you. Their plan and their intentions was to get together with you. And then there was this power struggle because they felt inferior to you. Their intentions was to get together with you to learn everything they could about you, to manipulate a situation here. Possibly doing some magic with the Four Cups there. They didn't want you to be aware of their intentions. They masked it. They come in a very sweet way. Here, let me help you, right? Let me help you. But the whole time, behind their back, they thought they had this genius idea, right? This was a genius idea. See the fireball? Was to steal your energy, to siphon off of you, to trigger you, so that they would have a reason to come at you. Yeah, what did I say? This person, now this person could be losing something. They could be losing their power. Be losing their power. Did you see that orb? Yeah. Somebody could be feeling powerless. Somebody was trying to drain some sacral and solar plexus energy, making them feel powerless, playing on their weaknesses, taking something, somebody took them too far, taking something to the extreme, right? Taking something to the extreme. With the Three of Wands, Ace of Wands. So somebody definitely took something to the extreme here, trying to get somebody to miss an opportunity. Now they're under karmic judgment. Could be a Capricorn. Somebody's under karmic judgment. Somebody's about to receive their karma. But they also, I feel, was trying to, right, block their calling. Somebody was trying to block their calling. But whoever I'm talking to, you broke free of those karmic chains, right? You broke free. And now the person who was doing it is under karmic judgment. Look, somebody's in spiritual jail for trying to destiny swap. to try to block them from moving forward. Somebody's in spiritual jail. Somebody is in spiritual jail for the intention to come up against somebody. I'm getting earth angel energy. You don't have to be. You're just somebody who is here to inspire humanity, to help humanity evolve into the next root race, the sixth root race. And somebody hates the fact that that's what you're here to do. You're here to use your throat chakra. So what did they do? Try to block your throat chakra by triggering you. And then that gave them a reason to try to do it. Mm-hmm. That's the truth. Right there. You were meant to speak your truth. The truth is, an Aquarius could have been involved in this. But the truth is that you are definitely offering new adventures. So it's time to cut them cords of feeling hopeless. Cutting those cords. Knight of Coins. Somebody was literally trying to cut your divine guidance off. The truth is whoever did this has to repeat something. The Knight of Coins in reverse talks about a repetitive pattern, right? This is somebody in your social group. Somebody who you thought was your friend. Now the truth is that somebody is about to get knocked off their pedestal, possibly lose the soul or lose their spiritual gifts. Somebody was really trying to sever some guidance here, sever their spirit team from them. Yep. Somebody made a bad investment, High Priestess. Somebody paid somebody to do this. Somebody made a very bad investment. This is that hidden enemy, right? To try to shut somebody's opportunity down. Because somebody's on twin flame journey here. Look, the king and the queen, both in reverse. This karmic couple. Somebody made a bad investment out of greed. Right? Possibly, maybe even lived in their home. Right? We're talking about you, Pisces. You come through the reading. This is a low vibrational Pisces who's very greedy. Who work together with another person. See? 2 coins. Work together with another person out of greed. Somebody made a bad investment. Mm-hmm. Somebody used magic. Abused magic. This is somebody who is a secret hidden enemy. This was a hidden enemy in somebody's social circle who secretly wanted somebody's journey, tried to destiny swap with them. Emperor. I'm telling you, magician, magic. This person used magic on a divine masculine. Somebody's dad, right? Somebody's dad made a bad investment, paid some greedy self, right? This is somebody who abused their magic secretly, did sex magic in a car. The 10 of Wands and the Chariot at somebody's home. Mm-hmm. Look, see, masculine and feminine. This is Aries energy. This person is very bitter. They have a very bad attitude. But their first impression was, oh, we share the same vision. But the whole time, that sweetness was bitter. It was sour, right? Two of Cups. Somebody feels rejected here. Let's pull one more message. Let's see, Pisces, since I got some people on here. Six of Cups. So it could very well be your own child, or this is some past life. This could be somebody who wants to come in and rekindle something. Ace of Wands. Somebody who wants to come in just for the sex. This is definitely a past life individual. This also could be talking about somebody from your childhood wanting to come in and rekindle something, somebody from the past wanting to come in and rekindle something. But the truth is, I feel like they're being sent in by somebody. You need to be aware of that. Because I feel like this is a third party situation here. The Sun and the Fool. So, yes, the Sun is definitely illuminating somebody's new beginning here. The real villain is about to be exposed. Somebody cannot run from this. Somebody cannot run from this tower moment. There's nothing they can do about it. And when this tower falls, the villain is about to be exposed. And now they're going to want to come in and ask for a handout, right? The Pickles. Oh, uh, I have limited means here. I have to pinch my pennies. Can I have some money? I can see that you got some there saved. Mm-hmm. Why? Because they're being exposed. A Fool. The Sun is illuminating that. Somebody who's been sneaking around, being shady, spreading a lot of lies, spreading a lot of gossip, trying to ruin somebody's reputation, telling them they're fake, telling them that they're not the Empress, right? They're not the Divine Feminine, right? Spreading all their secrets. Only come in to get to know them so that they could open up, be vulnerable, just to use all their abilities against somebody because they walked away from trying to please this person. They knew that no matter what they did, they was never going to be happy. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there is. I feel like in the past, somebody had some sort of great idea here, right? That's the only reason why they were around was to get some sort of inspiration, some sort of idea. 1111 could be significant. Their great idea was to try to make me feel hopeless. And in this hopeless energy was going to block their flow, block their divine guidance, block them from receiving this collaboration that they were meant to receive. That's what they did. They ran ahead of it, right? Of the real collaboration. Oh, let's work together, right? But their intention was to try to take something from them. And now they got to do things by giving it back. Because it belongs to you. It's your spiritual inheritance. And they're receiving karmic judgment. I'm telling you. Yeah. 3 coins. Could be talking about the internet. Could be talking about They didn't want to collaborate. Somebody didn't want to collaborate. The truth is, somebody did not want to work with somebody, but somebody paid somebody to come in and work with you or work with somebody else here. This also talking about your kid getting caught doing a sex act in a car, right? Knight of Swords. Now somebody wants rushing in, right? But beware, because they're only there for the good time, not the long time. But they want to come rushing in because they know they have to do the right thing. Because they're very bitter. Yeah. Because why? Because they knocked you down and you got back up. You dusted yourself off because this is the first time that you've ever been knocked down, right? You got back up, you dusted yourself off, and now you got this inspired idea to how to bring long-term success. And I feel for somebody out there, somebody could have lost their divine protection. Somebody could be losing their gifts as well. All right, let's finish up. That's about enough preaching. I'm already in an hour and a half. Letting go. Let go is not giving up. Sometimes it's a first step towards success. Carnelian sacral chakra. And I feel like that's what you're doing. You are letting go. You're letting go of the illusion. You're picking that cup. What cup are you picking? The cup of self-love. The cup of self-worth, right? Because you know that you're worth more than trying to please other people who don't appreciate you or value you, right? And that is your first step towards your success. Is to let go of trying to please people who do not value you, who do not appreciate you, people who only tolerate you and don't celebrate you, right? You're realizing that. And that's what you're doing. You're letting that go. You're awakening. You're going through another awakening. You're going through another evolution by um, not giving up, right? Not giving up on your journey. Peace and stillness. The answer will be revealed. Crown chakra, clear quartz. This is a piece of clear quartz for those of you who don't know what it is. So yeah, that's what I feel like you did. You let go of trying to please somebody who did not value you or appreciate you, who took advantage of your generosity. And you went into a peace by not allowing this person to manipulate your mind anymore, by verbally manipulating your mind anymore. You trusted your intuition, and you definitely got the answer that you've been seeking here. You got it. You got that download. You got that inspiration. Creativity, throat chakra, Amazonite. I use creativity to transform your pain into positivity. And that's exactly what you did. You used your creative abilities, your words, your testimony of how you went through this transformation and turned your pain into power. Everything that you have went through, every time you've been knocked down, right? Every time you've been knocked down, you have picked yourself back up and took that knockdown, that pain, into an inspired idea of positive energy. You found peace. So it's like you let go of that paranoia. You've learned to trust your intuition. And now you're being restored. Restored. That hopelessness that this person wanted you to be in is being restored. The power of your prayer worked. I bring balance between earth and spirit. So you're definitely being rebalanced. You're starting from ground zero. Clear quartz, rose quartz, and hematite. This is rose quartz. I don't have no hematite out. I do have it. I just don't have it out on my table. So balance is being restored between your earthly journey and your spiritual journey. This person was trying to definitely block your destiny. They wanted to destiny swap because they were so envious. Mm-hmm. All right. Thank you for watching, Pisces. For those of you who resonate, I appreciate all your thumbs up. If you jumped in the middle of the live stream, you'll have to go back and watch from the beginning. I know I went a little bit too far. I'm over an hour, but I figured this is my last video, and I just felt compelled to give a little bit more love to you guys. All right. Lord knows you guys need it because well, most of you have vibrational Pisces need it. My low vibrational Pisces, who's been the copycat, the stalker, she doesn't deserve it. But hey, love and light anyways, right? All right. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.